when we got engaged, I was like, I don't even need no ring. I'm good. I ain't gotta have an engagement ring. I ain't gotta have a wedding ring. Like, I'm good. But my husband thought that was important, and so he made sure that I had one. Like, it's just like I've never wanted a wedding. Like, it's just certain things that just really are not
You
important.
like the homie.
I mean, it's just
she's so dope.
it's just some things. It's just not that important to me. You know what I mean? But I understand the significance behind a ring. Like, you can't have a good job and doing well and you're at a certain age talking about, we're going to get you a $30 ring. No, we're not. Because if you're taking me off the market and I have to show to everybody, hey, I'm spoken for, a price comes with that. And a price comes with it because you're taking away opportunities from other suitors. You understand? Like, that's the traditional, the traditional reason for the ring, because you're taking away days from that woman's youth and her opportunities to be with other suitors. So there's a price attached to it.
But
you understand?
You're accepting it. Nobody's taking anything. Like, I think that's something we gotta.
No, there's an exchange.
Yeah, but the exchange is.
She's valuable to the man that wants her.
Yeah,
he's willing to go above and beyond.
She also sees that he's valuable for her to take her off the market.
Yeah, but it costs.
He matches the value at least. Rico.
It costs.
Everybody, look, this is 2022.
Yes.
Everybody's choosing their partner. Women are choosing their men. Men are choosing their women and other.
But you've never done a little bit extra to lock down a girl that you like?
I've done extra to lock her down, but I would not have done extra if I knew that she wasn't trying to lock me down.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
You feel me?
Because don't ever take somebody off the market that don't want to get off the market.
Yeah, and that doesn't want to, like, she wants to be with me just as much as I want to. I've never been with a girl that I wanted to be with her more than she wanted to be with me. It never made sense.
Marriage, who's saying that?
But that's what I'm saying is now the playing field has been equalized.
But I disagree. It's not equal, because at the end of the day, and you've said this, as women age, they lose their value. It's been said by multiple men on this show, right?
That's a choice from her.
No, it's not, because the thing is that if she is invested in you and you're invested in her, because you're not walking around with a ring on unmarried. She is walking around with a ring on that says, I am taken, meaning it is pushing away other potential suitors. You not walking around with an engagement ring on.
That shit is not pushing nothing away. There's dudes that are if I saw a ring on a girl's finger and I truly wanted her,
probably doesn't mean that much.
It only attracted me. That's wow, you're really
wait, but
good
all the time? But you're saying that's all the time?
Most times, even
I don't go after married women. I'm not married.
Women go after any women.
When I was single, I didn't go after married women.
People go after people who are committed because nobody can be committed. This is today's age. If a woman sees a man with a family and a woman sees a man in a relationship, every man will say, all of a sudden, all these girls want me. Same thing on vice versa. So once I will honestly be like, don't even wear a ring. Don't even wear one.
And that's
going to create a problem.
Yeah, because all it's going to do is make a dude be like, yo, what's up? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I like I said,
there's a bigger risk for women. I get it, and I agree.
It's huge.
But when I say that the playing field is equalized, I'm talking about in that moment, right? And that relationship at that time, we are seeking to be with each other equally. Because for me to ask you and for you to say yes means that we are equally invested in each other and we equally are agreeing to whatever our future is.
But there's different levels of risk. You can have an equal.
But the risk is the risk. That's just something that is.
No, it's not.
But it is.
No, because that's what when you have higher risk, it changes the return on your investment. So if you have higher risk,
not necessarily.
How? If your risk is higher and you actually like surpass and you're successful for whatever that endeavor is, you're gaining more because your risk was so high.
When you have a higher risk, higher returns. So now you are one out of, let's just say, 4 women who are married by this age that women are starting to, quote unquote, lose value. Right, what 35 we're saying their shelf life
or not, or options are running slow.
Your options are running slow. So now you're on the other side of the spectrum. You're not out here sounding like the girl who's saying every man is, I quit. You know You're not out here saying every man is cheating, every man is lying, and I don't want to be. You're in a whole different mindset ball game. You actually won the jackpot. So you have a higher risk, but you also have a higher reward. Because guess what? A dude who's 35, who usually just is now coming into himself, he can't really do what he would really want to do at 35 because now he has invested that into you. So now his risk at 35 is running higher than yours.
No.
Checks
No.
and balance. Guys, I had to do that.
No. It can't because at the end of the
What
day.
do you mean by risk? Your risk are higher.
Okay, so again, I'm taking this back to what has been said on this show so many times. Everyone seems to agree that women's value as they age decreases.
I don't want to use the word value, but their options do dwindle.
I never said these words. I'm just repeating what's been said here.
Just say they have a shelf life. That's exactly what we said.
Right, and so when your shelf life
I'm just saying,
increases,
just keep it general.
okay,
Which
so
becomes harder to get.
say it again.
I guess what the woman wants become harder to get.
As they
Yeah, so I'm just saying, like, men have a longer shelf life. One, for them to find a spouse and to have children. Women don't have that same shelf life, if you will. So if you have somebody out here wasting your time is very limited.
But there's
So
nothing you can
so
do
so
about
your
it.
risk is higher because you have a very finite amount of time to achieve these exact same things that this man can achieve. So in he doesn't have a finite amount of time. He can do this shit till I swear to God, my great grandfather, I think he had his last kid at like, I don't know, 70. Like my great uncle's literally older than my mom.
That's rare though.
You know, no, but I'm just no, but what I'm saying is that men can be in the game much longer.
But
which
women could too. You have to pay to play. So if you decide that you want to be a woman with a longer shelf life, then you do everything that man would do at 55. There are cougars, right? And cougars usually do what? Pay to play. When
do
a
gotta
dude is
pay to
at
play when you get
55,
older.
he's paying to play. In
Not
today's
even-
world,
But
paying is
to be a
equal.
cougar
Rico,
isn't
yeah,
to
not even-
have the
at
same
35, they're
life
paying
that
to play.
you're having.
right.
You're having another person and kids and a happy life. We gotta pay to play. That's
What are you
not the
talking about?
same.
What are you
They're
saying?
paying to play
No,
too.
she's saying that women can't do that. You can have kids until you're 50, 60, 70. Women cannot.
Let me tell you something. Men typically don't want kids at 50. I'm gonna tell you that
Why
right
are
now.
you doing it?
That's not happening on purpose. I told you.
Young bro
I
want
told you how my homie who when I was 18 years old and I worked out at this one gym for almost 10 years and he's a correctional officer and he worked out there and I've known him for a long time. I seen him at the pizza shop and he was telling me how he retired and by accident got a girl pregnant and now he's not retired no more.
He has to go back to work.
He has to go back to work. No man wants to be 50 years old and have kids if they already had kids. Let's also say that too.
The game is more equal than we think.
The thing is that the gender role is the reason why we don't see it as equal because women typically don't gotta pay to play.
They do now, though.
But now is the first time probably in the last 100 years
Yeah.
that women have to pay to play. So now you have obviously there's variables on why they couldn't pay to play before, but now you got the opportunity. Listen, if you want to be 40 years old and you want to be single and you want to do all of this stuff, you got to pay to play just like how a 40-year-old man would do. It is equal right now. You have the ability to have that job. You have the ability to get the money, the means, the finances for you to go ahead and get you a young man if you wanted a young man. Or a young woman,
Even
whatever
at an
your
equal
preference
age,
is.
even at an
Yeah.
equal age, a woman could be 45 years old and she bags a 55-year-old man. He's still gonna look like what you got,
I'll be damned to be 45 with a 45-year-old woman
right?
and she don't got
He-
nothing
no, he's-
going on. I'll be
he-
like, what's wrong
He's
with
55.
Not I'll be
He's
damned.
55 and she's 45,
Damn.
and he's looking at what you got.
You been
gotta
on this-
have something.
Alan, they've been on this world. She's been on this world for 4 decades
Mhm.
and you got nothing?
We didn't really talk about the solution. And I think part of the solution is truly learning how to be honest with ourselves, learning how to vet people, learning how to actually know what we need versus seeing this package. It looks good, but it literally contains, it's a grab bag full of shit that ain't gonna do nothing for us. You know, I think, and I can only speak for women. I feel like women, we don't do a great job of vetting
people,
potential like
suitors.
partners.
Yeah.